We have had some technical problems.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the PTZOptics live show.
Hi. It's me now instead of Test for Testo today.
Yep, Melissa's here, and today we're going to be showing you a brand new teleprompter that's actually been built for PTZ cameras.
It's amazing too.
This is really exciting because you now have the ability to put a camera inside a teleprompter and get a number of different angles and viewpoints. So we're going to show why that's so important. And also kind of a takeaway from NAB, one of the things that we've been thinking about is there's really two types of major scenarios that we work in. One is a live production area where we might be doing live sports, we might be doing live production, something that's kind of unpredictable, if you will. And then you have the studio shows. And the studio and the shows, the highly well-produced shows are going to become more and more important. Not just because of LinkedIn Live, which we're going to be talking a lot about with Microsoft and kind of the corporate world getting more involved with live streaming, but just in general, I think people really feel more comfortable when they can read a teleprompter. They can be more efficient and productive with their time. So that's what we're going to look into today. Mike's got a little clip showing us setting this teleprompter up. So let's cue that up and we'll see you in just a moment. All right. So the first thing I want to show you guys is this awesome little controller. Now, you may have seen in the past, we have done some teleprompter work. We had a teleprompter that was actually set up. This teleprompter is just so cool. It has this little jog dial here, and we have all of these buttons for control. So I've had a lot of fun with it. And I just kind of want to show you guys how it works. We've got a little picture-in-picture that will show you this device along with the teleprompter that we have right here. So the first thing I usually do is I hit this little command button, and assuming that Mike has the QIT software set up, it will actually pull up our teleprompter software. Now, what it'll do is right now you can see here that we've got a live video preview. So live video preview is great, but we also like to see the prompting software, which I think we haven't figured out all of the kinks yet.
The quirks with this.
It's supposed to pull up. I'll try it again. There we go.
There we go.
There's a workflow thing we're working on right now, but as you can see there, we now have the ability to ourselves control the speed at which our system is teleprompting. And also one of the things I really like is the ability to switch stories. So we could have different stories and quickly jog to them. So they're like these little points in the system.
Instead of having to guess and scroll all the way through it just to find your spot.
So you kind of really have this. Everyone talks at a different level, and especially for us because we're going to be sharing this teleprompter with multiple people. So for example, Tess and I are going to be, it might be zoomed into Tess one time, then it might be zoomed into me. We might need to slightly change this, and then with a click of a button, boom, we're back to our live preview. And that's really nice because you can see here that this Cue Script has this HDMI screen. So we're not losing our live preview here. And the next thing I wanted to show you guys was the back of this unit. And the cool thing about the back of this unit, which I really like, is how easy it is to put the PTZOptics inside of it. So you can see here that we have our PTZOptics camera set up with in this little black shroud here, and it's mounted on the top of this unit so that you can really get a lot of pan and tilt inside of here. You can see here that there's this little shroud that kind of envelops the camera lens, and it goes all the way up to the top so that it, that really helps with the reflections and everything. And you can see here we just have Ethernet and SDI connected. With our NewTek NDI models, this could be a complete NDI solution as well, only needing one Ethernet cable. But you can see just how simple that was to envelop right into this device. And we've got just Ethernet and SDI currently run to this system, but it could also have just a single Ethernet cable as well. So we're really liking this product. The next thing I want to show is how much pan and tilt we have in this device before hitting the sides of the prompter, because that's something we need to think about. And then
Yes.
Mike's going to show, he's got 2 presets, one for me and Melissa. So let's show those off real quick. So this is the view from the teleprompter.
Yes.
And Mike is going to zoom in to one of us. There's a preset for Melissa and a preset for me.
Now we're in boxes. Outcast.com says, oh, how much is this going to cost me? Obviously going to need this now.
I know, it's a really nice device. It's really cool.
It's very nice.
So let's go to this right here. Double click it and just go ahead and pan and tilt it. All right, let's disconnect and reconnect to it. All right, try now. There we go.
you go.
Okay, not sure why that
Yay.
lost connection. All right, so all the way to this side. So there's the side of the prompter right there.
Yes.
So you get, are you all the way zoomed out, Mike? All right, so let's zoom out just to give them an idea. All right, so that's all the way zoomed out. So let's go from one side to the next. This is our 12X model. So that's inside the prompter. And all the way. So, I mean, you've got, if you have to ask me, I'd say about 140 degrees. Not a full 180, but this is a 72-degree field of view camera here right now.
It's very good.
So you've got the ability to do quite a lot. So there's Melissa. Let's say Melissa's talking.
Yay.
There's our wide shot, and then we have a close-up as
Yeah.
well. So the idea with this, Mike, if you don't mind doing this, is we've got a close-up of me, right? And I'm reading from the teleprompter. I'm doing something. We cut to a completely different camera, right? Maybe we show a side shot, maybe our main cam shot, something like this, right? We cut to a different camera. Then Mike calls a different preset, and now the teleprompter's focused on Melissa. Boom.
It's so great.
That's the power of a PTZ camera
And what's
inside
yeah.
of a teleprompter.
and what's really good is that the camera doesn't hit the glass.
Yes.
It doesn't hit the glass. And based on what Meg Tyler said on YouTube, she's also from Cue Script here. The glass is 3.4 pounds.
Yeah, the glass is pretty big. It's a really nice glass piece. And it's also on wheels. I think that's pretty popular, is to have these units on wheels. So I think that
it's
a lot of people have
fantastic.
wheels for this kind of thing.
It makes so much stuff so much easier. And
There we go. That's showing a pretty cool view of the unit here. So again,
Yeah.
we have the HDMI coming out of the side of here, feeding the video. And that's really it. Now, this is plugged into our main PC computer. So it's a 4th monitor for us in our custom PC. So this 4th monitor comes up, and then there's a piece of software, Mike. I don't know if we want to show that really quickly by pulling it up on your second monitor. That allows us to put all of our information in for the prompter. So we'll pull that up and show you that in just a second. The Cue Script IT, it's called, and it's a nice piece of software. There it is there in the dark mode. So this is the software here. This is kind of how it's managed. And there it is full screen. So we've got these little stories that you can see here. And it's all controllable with our Cue scripts here, which is really nice. So
Ken Benedict says Melissa's on air. I was like, yes, I
Melissa
am.
is on air. There we go. So there I am controlling it. That's the preview. And then we obviously have, so that command button brings it up. And then we've got full control of it, which is really nice. Now, I have a question for Cue Scripts in the chat, if you guys can answer this. I was hoping to have an alpha channel overlay of the teleprompting text on top of our video output. I thought that was possible. I'm not even sure.
Rowlett Real Estate School says how much?
That's a good question. Hopefully our friends in the chat
Cue
room
Scripts can answer
will
that
help
for
us
you.
answer. I believe it's around $5,000 for this unit. And while you guys are generating your questions and thinking about this cool device, I want to show you something else, which is our new dual camera setup with the wireless cable. Let's take a look at this really quickly. Here we are. We're going to have such a fun time with you guys in the next couple months. This is a setup we're going to be taking out in the field, maybe with 2 cameras, maybe 3, a wireless cable unit. And I know you guys come here to learn about the latest technology, and I think we're going to learn a lot together, because like this teleprompter thing is brand new to me. I think it's really fun. We're learning a lot together. The next major adventure for us is going to be streaming a lot of sports. So we're working with School Video News. We're going to be streaming sports in Atlanta, Georgia soon. We're going to be streaming a lacrosse game soon. And we're actually going up to New York to stream some lacrosse there as well. And each time we go, we're going to take you along the way. We're going to show you what it takes to set up mobile. And then this is the new wireless cable. And our hope is to set this up with PTZOptics cameras wirelessly to not only have control, but video over the new tech NDI. And how cool is this little tripod setup?
Oh, it's great. It's really cool.
So
it's like a speaker mount.
Yes.
So it gives you durability and it gives you stability for these cameras, so you don't have to worry about like someone coming by and accidentally bumping it. It's not going to shake too much.
Yeah, these basically the little camera tripods aren't quite as strong as these speaker stands.
Yep.
So it's got a lot of little extra portability, or not portability, but
Close enough.
You know what I mean.
Drake Finney from Facebook says, can't wait to learn and use the wireless cable.
So live streaming sports is obviously huge. So again, there's these 2 worlds here. There's the outdoor world of streaming sports that we're going to be jumping into. And then there's the indoor world of the studios, which are kind of more produced, more lighting, more controlled. And you can get something like a really nice teleprompter with an awesome controller to really enhance your productions. And so let me just continue my rant here. I feel like, personally, one of my talents is writing. I enjoy writing. I enjoy getting the thoughts on paper, right? I don't know if you guys have read any of my blog posts, but I do a lot of writing.
Yes,
and
you
I
do.
think if you're like me and you can write things, right, the way you want the show to go, if you can make that connection with your writing and your video production and bring those 2 together, whether you're creating short commercials, just highly produced shows. I think what you'll see as we start using this teleprompter, the production value of our shows is going to come up. Now, Tess and I like to do, and Melissa and I, we don't have a script right now.
Yeah.
So
we're just bouncing off each other.
Are generally unscripted, and that's a question for you guys in the chat. Obviously, you probably want us to stay more. I think people enjoy the unscripted nature of our show.
It shows our personality.
Shows the personality. When things go wrong, it seems like people like to see that even more.
Outcast says Paul writes 24/7.
I do write a lot, but I think if you write like me, and hey, Chad, I know you have a blog too. If you can combine your ability for writing with your ability for video production, it's kind of a magic thing there.
Absolutely. If you think about it, also you have like blog writing, and then you have video production. Put it together, what do you get? You get a vlog.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
And we're just doing vlog
more
stuff.
Vlogs. So
Michael says more script.
Mike's saying more script, and I think that scripts are really good, especially when you need to keep 2 or more people on the same page.
Yeah.
Right? And with the PTZ camera, we now have the ability, something that we're starting to do more of, is especially now, there's like when it comes to video production, there's live video production, like we're doing a show.
Yeah.
And then there's these short little commercials that we really like to do. And those really do need to be scripted because we need to hit our lines, we need to get in, and we need to get out. People have short attention spans. They want a lot of value.
Tell them how you really
to crap
feel.
it all in, to push it all in. Not that you guys have short attention spans. What I'm saying is that in general, when you're making a video, you don't want it to be longer than it has to be. So by hitting a script, hitting your lines, and having the PTZ camera and the teleprompter reduces the amount of teleprompters that you have to buy. You don't need to get a teleprompter for every camera. If you've got a PTZ camera, you can have 2 or 3 or even 4 or 5 close-up shots, everyone's sharing the same view. So it's pretty interesting.
We have a thing by AB Com says, is this camera wireless?
There is the ability to make a camera wireless with our brand new wireless cable. That would be an option. Another thing that I've been thinking about with this teleprompter that we're going to be reeling in and using in different locations and areas is to have a tally light on it, because we need to stay. A lot of this, there's another variable to all of this, which is communication with the producer.
Exactly.
And you guys are hearing me during the show, make cues to Mike a lot. Hey, Mike, can we cut to this? Hey, Mike, can we cut to that?
Or me if I'm producing it.
Hey,
It's like, Melissa, cut to the side shot.
So, and I think that's okay in our scenario generally, but I think in a lot of higher end productions, it's important. I'll give you an example. Cheddar, which was started 4 years ago at the New York Stock Exchange, just sold for $200 million. And essentially, what did he sell? A live streaming channel.
Really?
Yeah, he created a channel called Cheddar, did a lot of social media work, put a lot of work into it. He had a highly produced production. He was using some PTZOptics equipment, actually. And now he sold it for $200 million. So from $0 to $200 million is now I think the opportunity for a lot of people who want to start creative shows, whether you're selling a product, selling sponsorships on your show. Usually, I think in the studio is where content's being created for a specific purpose. We create content to engage our audience and educate everyone and kind of have a community. Other businesses have other goals as well.
So we have a option from Michael Alucard saying we do have tally options.
Awesome.
And I believe he is from Cue Script himself.
So we'll have to look into that.
They do have tally light options. Also, Larry Allen said your live streams are great without the script, but I've seen other channels who really need them.
It's so funny to hear that. What do you think, Mike?
It's the wireless cable NDI.
So the wireless cable, I'm going to pull that in because a lot of people have been asking questions about this. I don't know if it's going to.
Carlos from Facebook asked that.
Oh. Let's see if I can make this go a little lower so we can see it.
There you go.
So this is the wireless cable, okay? This is we're going to be using this all over the place for sports production, for video production, all kinds of different things. And look how good this camera looks through that glass. It amazes me how I can be seeing video on this glass and teleprompter information and then also have a great camera image. It's amazing how they do that.
It's crazy.
But so this wireless cable essentially is a 300-meter plug-and-play wireless connection for NDI video. It's also for any IP traffic, but NDI video up to 300 megabits a second out of this Ethernet. I think what we're going to do for some of our mobile sports productions is we're actually going to put, right here, I think we're going to zip tie a network switch.
Yeah.
So
we can do that.
If we put a PoE network switch right here, zip tie it on, we can power multiple cameras and then have this as our wireless link across the field or however we need to do it to our production. So we're thinking about doing some minor league baseball in Wilmington possibly. And that's going to be fun because the stadium will be really fun. I know Mike really wants to do that.
What were you thinking about lacrosse too?
How much is the wireless cable going for?
The wireless cable is a little, is right around $1,000 for 2 units. So about 500 each. And you can daisy chain them. There's a lot of information on our website on that. The official pricing is forthcoming. It's going to be shipping in 2 months.
Something like that, I think.
And there's a lot of new stuff coming. We have new apps coming out. We have so much new stuff coming out, new products coming out in the next couple months. So you're going to see us getting out there in the field, and then our engineering and product development team just getting busy and releasing 45 new products by the end of this year.
Ken Benedict from Facebook is, when is the wireless cable available?
So the wireless cable is going to be available technically Q3. So we're in Q2 now, April, May, June. It's either June or July it will be shipping.
Maybe August at the latest.
August at the latest. And trying to think of what else. There's some other interesting information about this. If you're interested in the wireless cable, the thing about this product that's going to be so cool is that Matt Davis and I are going to be week by week releasing information, tips and tricks on how to properly use antennas and get the most out of the product, how to properly there's a lot more to this product I don't even fully understand.
From Larry Allen, how many cameras per pair of wireless cables?
So it's more of and I'll move this out of the way now. It's more of
heavy.
a bandwidth constraint than it is a
Plugging and
so there's 300 megabits of bandwidth.
yeah.
So if you're using full NDI cameras, you can get 2. If you're using NDI HX cameras, you can get almost 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
So exciting.
10 to 20. So more than you probably need.
We have so many things exciting.
So Melissa, a little bit update on Melissa. She has
I haven't gotten it yet. I
Okay.
should be getting it possibly in an email soon.
So Melissa has, let's just say, what's the best way to say this?
I won't be here anymore.
She's not going to be on the show or on the podcast as much, but she's not leaving our company. She is going to be working with us, but more on the engineering side. So helping out on the engineering side. So she is going to be
With the project managements.
yeah. So she's going to be staying with our company.
Yeah.
We are very confident about that. But she's not going to be in the Stream Geeks office as much anymore. So everyone can say their formal goodbyes, kind of.
Sad.
We really loved having her here. I think we get her for one more week. That's the way internships work, and then you get offered
Yeah.
a job, but it might not be. We kind of got
The same job, and it's my congratulations for graduating next week.
Congratulations.
So, yes,
She's graduating
college finally after 4 years to get a piece of
She's been on the
paper.
live show. She's been to NAB.
Oh, that was stressful.
She's set up live streams on site.
That was so stressful.
We did our best to train her. She passed all my tests except for one. There's still one left.
I suck at tests.
So it's.
I
know
feel
a lot of us are. Larry's saying congratulations. A lot of us are sad to see you leave this office, but we know you're going on to better and better things.
Can you upgrade the antennas? From Chris
Not sure about that.
in Facebook.
Everyone's saying congratulations, Melissa.
Yay! What a Tez.
If you guys, here's a question. So Tess is still here. She's at a bachelorette party today.
So I took over.
Melissa took over. Now, here's something that I would love to ask you guys just for fun. What should Melissa's final test be? We need to give you one final test.
Michael says only 4 years. Nice.
Yeah. So we need to give
Who
you a final
lucky?
test.
Me.
Maybe we'll put you on a live streaming marathon.
I would die.
No, I don't know what we'll do.
I love
but
you all, but I would die.
You got a chance to meet so many of our
Yes.
our
All
friends,
the people,
our
all
partners.
all friends that came that are mostly behind the computer screen. Now I see your face.
Yeah.
Some people came up to me. It's like, you're the intern. It's like, I don't know who you are, but hi.
So you got a chance to meet a lot of us. We'll be talking more about Cue Scripts. If you guys think that this is an interesting topic, say something now so we kind of know. Only reason why I say that is because I think that it's worth at this point, from my level of interest, and I'm interested to hear your level of interest as well. We'd probably like to invite Cue Scripts on the show, get a little bit more information directly from their company.
Could you, I know it's near the end, but I would move the antennas of the wireless cable because David is saying, hi all, congratulations Melissa, shadows on Paul.
Oh, I thought.
Need to finish
I
the
thought-
QSIS certification and Visio courses. Margaret.
Yeah, she still has some. Oh, that's her final. That's your final.
Well, no, when
Final test.
Anderson says clean the studio, I have multiple of times.
Clean the studio. No,
Has
but
it?
You need to really, really clean it.
With a toothbrush.
With a toothbrush.
I'm not getting on my hands and knees for that. Sorry.
All right, that's our show. We're getting a little off topic. I really like the teleprompter. If you're thinking about doing higher end LinkedIn live streaming, if your clients are asking about building studios and you want to take up the production value on their behalf, this is a company to talk to. If you want us to interview them, send us an email. I think we should bring them on the show. Just trying to gauge the interest because we're really excited since we have this, and we're still trying to figure out how to use it, but I think it's got a lot of value in today's live streaming video production industry. That's all we have, everybody. Take care. No podcast today.